I think shows like Naked Attraction, the Studio Lambert show, or Dating Naked, whether in the US or the version done with Rylan. Rylan is very funny when he describes it. We did a Q&A talk last year, and he was sitting next to me, and he's captivating and very innocent about it all. But I think these shows thrive on a tension between consent and exploitation. On paper, participants agree to be filmed and broadcast entirely naked, but that agreement occurs within a tightly controlled environment designed to prioritize entertainment over dignity. And participants often they agree to appear naked, and they think that that will be empowering or career boosting. Yet the format reduces them to body parts, a little bit like shopping for meat. Naked Attraction famously zooms in on bits, dissecting good and bad features, as though shopping in Tesco's, as though you're going through the market, and it encourages viewers to judge human beings in the most reductive terms possible. And I think while consent forms are signed and participants think they know what they're getting, they cannot predict the enduring online footprint. And clips circulate endlessly on social media, stripped, literally, of context, leaving participants vulnerable to ridicule or even harassment. And the power imbalance is stark. Producers craft narratives that editing people, the narratives can humiliate or sexualize in equal measure, in a way that the participant cannot possibly anticipate. It's about the context of the edit, and participants have little control over the footage once it's shot. And Dancing Naked, for instance, a contestant sued over a blurred area that was accidentally broadcast, and that incident underscores the risks: real embarrassment, real reputational harm, while the network simply profits. Ultimately, these shows exploit the participants' willingness to be vulnerable, and vulnerability is, of course, the base of all performance. They transform human intimacy into a circus, and even if these people agree, the contract is heavily weighted in the broadcaster's favor, prioritizing shock value over genuine concern or respect. And that's the heart of exploitation. And there's a show going on at the moment called Reality Bites. And it's a short show in London, near Battersea Power Station, in the Arches Theatre, little theatre, very intimate. And I got an opportunity to speak to all the members of the company, and this is one of the interviews here. I've not tampered with the interview. It's exactly the conversation that we had. This is with Laura, and well, I'll let her speak for herself. Actually, I think it's very interesting, and I hope you will agree with me that this is a show that you need to go and see. So if you haven't got anything planned in the next few weeks, go to the Arches Theatre near the Battersea Power Station. A little difficult to find, but the Battersea Power Station has its own tube line on the Northern Line, and you just follow your nose round to the Arches Lane, which is on the far side of the power station.
What character do you play? You seem to be the only girl in the show. It's three boys and a girl.
That's right.
And you're also we mustn't give any spoilers away, must we?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
But I think it's fair to say that I play a contestant on this extreme dating show.
Oh my goodness, I hate the word contestant. But you play a participant.
I play a participant.
A performer.
Yes, a performer.
My goodness, do we get to see any of your performance?
No, it's all retrospective. Yeah.
And has it been a good experience for you?
It has been a great experience. I have loved working with Andy McLeod.
No. I mean, as your character.
Oh, as my character.
What is your character's name? Is this a spoiler?
No, my character is Patty.
Patty.
And I think she really wants it to have been a good experience.
Oh, I'm so
she
pleased.
is the most unlikely person to ever show up on one of these shows. She
Yes.
is so unlikely. I'm not going to say why, but as soon as you meet her
Yes.
on stage, you will see.
I've not seen any of your performance
Not yet, because
I,
we're still earlier on. I can't come on third of the monologue.
Right.
And it is, she is a deeply religious person.
Yes.
She's, I relate to her in many ways because she has taken a big leap of faith and changed her life in a very brave,
Oh my goodness.
brave and naive kind of way. And she is kind of hurt and uplifted in equal measure by going on the show.
And you're also producing the show.
I'm also producing the show. Yes.
What's it like producing the show in the UK?
Well, I only have experience here in the UK because I made a midlife change to acting. So much in the same way
what I'm allowed to ask what you were doing before?
Yes, I was working in peace building work in conflict zones and supporting local
conflict
peace
zones?
builders. I lived in Rwanda before
Oh,
coming
my
here
goodness.
and worked in Myanmar as
Yes.
well. And lots of areas in Eastern Africa in particular.
Right.
Yeah, Burundi
wow.
as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
so you really understand some of. Do you think being on reality TV is like conflict work?
Well, I think that one of the things I learned from people who have been through horrific war is that human pain is human pain.
Yeah, and PTSD is PTSD, no matter how you get
PTSD. That's right. And that all human beings, no matter where we are in the world, we're striving for connection. We're yearning to be seen, to be known. That's certainly Patty's journey, and I think that's the journey of every character in this play.
Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to seeing you perform.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how much I'm going to see today, but I would definitely come and see it on Friday. And so, what sort of research did you have to do into reality TV?
Well, I have had an incredible experience in prepping for this show because people have been so generous with their time, yourself included, and others who have personal experience of reality TV.
Like Nick from UCAN.
That's right, from Nick from UCAN. I talked to somebody on The Voice who actually didn't share his experience with anybody publicly.
It's very difficult to, because partly because of the legal thing, but also because you invest so much energy into this and people like what they see, and they don't really necessarily want to peek behind the curtain.
Right.
And you feel a bit of responsibility about that.
Right.
But my concern is that that reality TV has already got its bogeyman, which is the social media,
right?
And people who think they're going to be famous and they're not, and they then get upset about that. But I think there's a much bigger issue going on, which is about a loss of who you are, a loss of your agency.
That's right.
And some people never really discover themselves anyway, and they suddenly have to confront themselves on TV.
Right, and
that
it's
must be really tough.
It must be what I've heard from people is that it's a distorted view, and that they don't recognize themselves, much less other people.
Yes.
And that is a big theme here. It's really about sort of seeing something and not recognizing it. And when you so want to be seen and recognized and acknowledged, and then what is fed back to you just doesn't seem real. I mean, it's
to see ourselves as others see us.
Yeah.
The what was it? The louse.
Yes.
It's really difficult. But even if you can do that, it's still this terrifying ordeal where you lose control of your own story. You lose control of your own identity.
Yeah.
And we have a narrative which we take through with us. I will learn more about your narrative.
Yes.
What's the name of you? Patty?
Mine, yes,
Patty,
my character's name is Patty. Yes.
And your name is Laura.
Yeah.
No, so it's very nice to meet you.
And we cannot wait to hear your reflections on the play.
I will be doing them.
On Friday.
I'll be doing them publicly.
Yes.
I'll be doing them publicly.
We can't wait to hear them and have you be with us. And I know know it's going to be a really rich conversation. Thank you so
I'm
much
so
for
looking
agreeing
forward
to
to
do
it.
it.
I just hope we get a huge audience coming along and coming to see you.
Yes.
And then staying to endure a bit of me. There'll be other people. There'll be other people on the panel as well, I think, but won't there?
Yes, there will. You'll be joined by the director and the writer, which is great that we can get them both in.
No,
and then somebody
wonderful.
from Samaritans will also be on there to talk about the mental health aspect.
Well, the mental health aspect is really important.
Yeah.
But you know, you just need so much mental health protection. If you were a soldier doing this, you would do it for a weekend and you would get so much mental health protection. If you're a reality TV show person, you do it intensively for, well, in my case, it was a month, and you get a phone call every week with a sort of tick box effort.
Right.
And it's not quite, that's not quite support, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thank